40 years after he came to power, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi has rarely looked so secure. Surrounded by leaders and officials from the African Union's 53 members, gathering in Tripoli for a special summit. And buoyed by the return to Libya of convicted Lockerbie bomber Abdel Basset al-Megrahi. Afar removed from the fallout raining down on British politicians. Not only is Gaddafi playing host to dozens of African leaders, preparations are well advanced for the Grand Parade Tuesday, commemorating the day he overthrew the Libyan king. No one is publicly asking what it cost Libya to get Megrahi home. Colonel Gaddafi has been in power longer than any other world leader, has made plenty of enemies in that time, but after 40 years appears to be giving the impression he's putting his past behind him. Libya compensated the families of the Lockerbie victims with a $1.5 billion fund. And in the last decade, Gaddafi has given up his nuclear ambitions, dismantled his chemical weapons program, and rebuilt his relationship with the US and Europe, raising the question, is the Libyan leader, long the bogeyman of the West, a reformed character? One man who feels a judge of that is Shakir Mohammed Dakhil. His family fled Gaddafi's coup for the US, leaving behind $900 million worth of business and property. 35 years later, he came back.
It's the best decision I made in my life.
He married and set up an English school and is sure Libya is changing, despite many outstanding problems, for the better.
The country, first of all, is opening to the West, and it has no choice. If you're going to isolate yourself, it's a dead end. You have to open.
He sees the outrage over Megrahi's release as a passing problem. The cost for Libya, as Colonel Gaddafi is finding out, a few empty seats at his parade. Western leaders who've decided not to show up. Nick Robertson, CNN, Tripoli, Libya.